Hello everyone, Devjyoti here from oyostudio.com, and today in this video tutorial I am going to tell you how to create this multi-millionaire e-commerce website by using WordPress and the SmartFury theme. As you can see here, SmartFury is one of the most popular WordPress theme. Here you can see in the title 2020 best-selling WordPress e-commerce theme. The SmartFury come in the number 6 position, so you can assume how popular this theme is. And that is a multi-vendor website, means by using this website not only admin can sell their product but also some third-party person also can come to your website, register them as a seller, and they can sell their product also. And when a customer buy their product, the admin will get a certain percent of commission. And to design this website, I am using Elementor Page Builder. So everything is just drag and drop. You does not need any coding knowledge. If you watch this video tutorial from starting to end, you also can design this professional looking e-commerce website. To design this website, I take inspiration from top e-commerce website like Flipkart, Amazon and Alibaba. This video will be quite lengthy because I will cover everything in detail. In the video description, I will give the timestamp. From there, you can jump in a particular session of this video. And in the video description, you will find this folder called SmartFury that contain all the images, plugins, themes, and all the required codes. So before starting practicing of this tutorial, I'll highly recommend it. Please download these files because without these files you can't practice this, and I'm giving everything free of cost. If you can buy this theme, I'll highly recommend it. Buy this theme from ThemeFrost. It will cost around $59. If you're unable to buy, then that is your theme file. Just open this. Here you can see the SmartFury theme and all the plugins. Here you can see every plugin is there. That Dokkan Pro plugin, Elementor Pro plugin, everything is here. Now let me introduce you with the demo website because I does not want to keep you in wait for seeing the end result of this tutorial. So in the starting of the tutorial only, I am going to introduce with my website. So here only you will get a clear-cut idea which type of website we are going to design in this tutorial. And here only you can decide you have to watch this tutorial or not. At the top of my website, here you can see the top bar that contain my phone number, my mail ID, and in the right hand side here you can see some custom links are there. After that, that is my logo, a big search bar, and here you can see all the product categories. After that, that is the wishlist icon, cart icon, and that is the profile icon. Here the login and register option is showing because still I am not login. When you already in login, then this option will not shown here. Only this icon will shown here. After that, here you can see the shop by department menu, and when you hover on that in a particular link, the sub menu will open. You can tell that mega menu also, and it's looking very beautiful. After that, that is the main menu, and the product category, that is the mega menu is there. After that, that is the hotline, my mobile number. Next, there is a beautiful slider is there. Here is some important features of the website like free delivery, 90 days return policy, secure payment, and 24/7 support. After that, there is some banner. Next, the best deal of the day with the timer, and all the products belongs to the best deal of the day are displaying here. And of course, that is a carousel. Next, that is the feature product category, and here you can see some custom links, and that is a slider, and all the feature products are displaying here. Next, that is the deal of the week. Here it's showing about the product, product name, product rate, and the offer will be expire on which time. Here you can see some top selling products. Next, that is the women's dress category with some custom links, and here you can see a slider, and all the product related to women's dress are displaying here. Next, here is the men's dress category, that is also a slider. There is some sub menu is there like t-shirt, jeans, sunglasses, shoes, and shirts. Here you can see the best selling products, and in the downside here you can see the new arrival products, best selling products, and on sale products. Next, that is the brand slider. After that, it is the blog session. Here you can see so many blogs are there, and after that, that is the recent view products. Last, here is the footer session. Here you can see a beautiful subscribe form. After that, there is the footer that contain phone number, address, some social media links with some important links, and in the downside here you can see the copyright text, and after that, that is the payment gateway image. Now let's switch to the shop page. Clicking the shop page. At the left hand side here you can see the sidebar that's contain all the product categories, filter by price, filter by color, and filter by size. Here is different type of product sorting option is there like price high to low, price low to high, arrange by average rating, popularity, so many options is there. And after that the view option is there. One is the grid view, another one is the list view. Let me open a single product. The single product are look like that. So that is the single product page. Here is the product name. After that product rate. Here you can see some social media icons. When you hover on the image gets zoomed and some related image also is showing here. After that product sold by. Here you can see the seller name and the status. It's showing that in stock. After that the product short description, product quantity, add to cart box, add to wishlist box, add to compare icon. After that the pay by PayPal. Next the product category and the abuse report. Here you can see. After that here you can see the product details description. That is the shipping information, reviews, vendor info, more products and warranty policy. Everything is showing here. After that, here you can see the product inquiry tab. If you have any inquiry about the product before buying, you can write your name and your inquiry and you can send to the seller by clicking this submit inquiry option. After in the downside, here you can see some deleted products, and in the downside, here you can see some recent view products. That is the product category and that is the mega menu. Let's switch to the blog page. In the top, here you can see the title of the page. After that, all the categories. When you click on the man's dress, all the blogs related to the man's dress will be get displayed here. Let me click on a blog. The single blog page will look like that. The feature image, after that the content, some social media icons to share this blog. And in the downside, here you can see some related post is showing here. And in the downside, here you can see the comment section is there. Now come back to the contact us page. In the contact us page, in the top section, here you can see a big Google map is showing. Here is some accordion called frequently asked question, and that is a contact form. And when you want to log in, you have to click in this option, login or register. If you already have an account, you can give just ID and password, and after that you can click in this login option. If you does not have any ID, then you can click in this register option. You have to give your email ID and the password. And if you want to register as a vendor, then you have to click in this I am a vendor option. So there is some extra option will come. So you have to fill all the required information like email ID, password, first name, shop URL, phone number, and after that you have to click in this register option. To design this website, here I am not going to use any real domain name or hosting account. I am going to use local server. For that, just Google XAMPP, XAMPP, and click in this first link, this apachefriends.org. This page will open. After that, you have to click in this download option. Now, if you are a Windows user, then you have to download the latest version for available for the Windows. If you the Linux, you can go for this. And if you are a Mac user, then you can try this ones. So after that, one setup file will be get downloaded. After that, you have to install that. And after finishing the installation, you have to search for XAMPP control panel. This one, XAMPP control panel. Open it as an administrator. Give the permission as yes. Now this window will open. From there, you have to manually on the Apache and MySQL. Once they become ready, they both will become green color like that. After that, you have to minimize it. Then you have to come to this website, this wordpress.org, and click in this get WordPress option. Now you have to click in this download option. After that, one zip file will be get downloaded. You have to open that, and I need this WordPress folder. Now you have to open the My Computer, C drive, come back to the XAMPP. If you install the XAMPP in C drive, by default it will be installed on C drive only. Then the folder will be in the C drive only. You have to open the XAMPP. After that, you have to open the htdocs folder. Now copy this WordPress file to there. Drag it and drop it here. Now you can rename this file. I am renaming it as matfury2. Now open the file. After that, here you can see the WP content folder. Open that. Come back to the theme option. By default, there will be some theme is there. Just delete it because you does not need them. After that, open the folder, which link I already give in the video description. From there, you have to open the theme file, and here you can see the Matfury theme. Just copy it and paste it here. Now come back to the WP content again and open this plugin folder. Delete everything whatever it have. Now again come back to the folder, which link I already give in the video description. Open the plugin, select all, copy them and paste it here. It will take some time to get copy everything. Now open a new tab in your browser and just type that localhost. Page will open. After that, click in this phpMyAdmin. After that, you will get this window. Click in this new option. You have to give the database name. I am giving the database name as Matfury2, and after that click in this create option. So your database is now created. wait till all the plugin get copied. Now again open another tab and type localhost / and your folder name, that Mat52, and press the enter key. Now you have to select your preferred language. I am selecting English, and after that click in the continue option. Let's go. It asking the database name, so you have to enter your database name as it is, and username should be root, and password I does not required, so remove it and click in the submit option. Click in the run the installation. Now it asking the site title. You have to enter your site title. After that username and password. You have to give a strong password. It's a dummy website, so I am giving username and password both as admin. After that click in this confirm password. Next you have to enter your mail ID and click in this install WordPress. Click in this login option. After that you have to enter the username and password and click in this login. That is the dashboard. Click in this appearance and theme. Now you have to activate this Mat52 theme. Click in this activate button. After that this window will open. Click in this plugin and install plugins. Because I already copy all the plugin files, so no need to install them. Just I have to activate them. Select all, and in this drop down click in this activate option and apply. Now this Dokan plugin asking for the setup. I'll do it later, so click in this return to the WordPress dashboard. Again click in this plugin option, install plugin, click in this inactive option, again select everything and click in this activate and apply. You have to repeat this process till all the plugin not get activated. Now here you will get so many notifications after activating all the plugins. From there what you have to do, click in this WooCommerce run the setup wizard. Click in this continue with the old setup wizard. You have to select your country. I am from India, so I am selecting India. After that I have to enter the address. Next you have to give the city name. I am from Hyderabad, and state will be Telangana, this one, and zip code will be this, and currency I am selecting INR, Indian rupees. Next click in this let's go option, continue. You have to give your PayPal ID. After that if you want to activate some offline payment method, you can do that. I am enabling this cash on delivery option here. Click in the continue, and here is the shipping charge setup will be there. So for India the shipping charges I am keeping as 50, and for outside it will be 100 rupees, and the measurement unit, the weight will be in gram and the length will be in the centimeter. Click in the continue. I does not need them, so just uncheck them and click in this skip this step. This also I doesn't require, skip this also. Now click in this visit to the dashboard. Now I have to set up the Dokan plugin, so click in this run the setup wizard. Click in this let's go. I will set up all this thing later, so click in this skip this step, keep this also. Here enter your PayPal mail ID and click in this continue, again continue. Here skip everything because I want to set up them in details later, and click in this visit Dokan dashboard. Now directly come to the Dokan and select this module option. Here you can see there are so many modules, they are already activated, but I does not need all of them. For my this website I does not need this auction integration, so just disable it. Now as a page builder in this website I am using the Elementor, so I need this Elementor also. After that this follow store also I need, because if you open some store homepage, here you can see some follow option is there. After that geolocation, if you want to integrate map in your website you can keep it. After that this live chat plugin also I needed, because here you can see some live chat option is there. By clicking this chat now option, a customer can directly chat with the seller. Next live search option also I required. After that this PayPal adapted payment, that is one of the very advanced option, I will discuss about it later, and on it. After that the product add-on also I required, product inquiry also I required. Here you can see if I open this product, in downside here you can see the product inquiry tab is there. So the customer, if you have any inquiry about the product, he can fill this form and submit the inquiry. So this inquiry will be get submitted to the seller. Report abuse, this is also an advanced option. Here you can see the report abuse option is there. If the customer finds something wrong is happening here, something wrong information is there, he can select some multiple option is there, like this content is spam and so many option is there. He can click on someone and click in this report abuse. Now this return and warranty policy, I'll discuss about it later, it's on it. After this seller verification, that also I needed, I'll discuss it later. This ShipStation integration, I does not require that. After that, the single product multiple vendor, that is one of the most important plugin. Like here is the product and this product is sold by here Sneha Fashion. Now another vendor also want to sell the similar product, then the vendor can directly click in this option, sell this item. So after that he can keep their own price and everything and post it. Store review, that also important. Store support, yes, that also very important. If you click in the store page, here I can see the get support option is there. So after clicking this, here you have to write the subject and the message, and after that you can click the submit. This option is required when a vendor need any help from the admin. After that, this type, that also I need. Next is the vendor product import and export. Yeah, that is also very important thing. Let me first go to the dashboard of the seller dashboard. Come back to the products. If the vendor want to export or import, then you can do by using these options. Vendor staff manager, that is also very important. Here you can see in the seller dashboard, the staff option is there. By clicking that and after clicking this add new staff, the vendor can give different work for different person. This vendor subscription product, I do not require that. Next is vendor verification, I need that. Wholesale also I required. That wire card I does not required. And this WooCommerce booking integration, that is also not required for this website. Now clicking the setting option in the Dukaan. So the first option you can see that admin area access, disallow vendors and customer from accessing the WP admin. Make sure it should be checked because I want admin only have the access of the dashboard. After that, here you can see the vendor store URL. By default that will be in store. Here if you open some vendor page, here you can see the store text is there. So if you want to change anything, you can change that. So after that, here you can see the vendor setup wizard logo. Means when some vendor create a quick setup profile, then if you want to show your logo in the vendor page, then you can set up the logo. That is my logo file. Drag it and drop it here. After that, select this file and click in this select option. Now here is some enable terms and condition. If you want, you can enable them, and after that click in the save changes. After that, here you can see the store category. By default, the none will be get selected. There is option single and multiple. I'll recommend to choose the single option and click in the save changes. So in this case, if a vendor creates some product, then by default he can choose a single category for a single product. And here you can see the disable welcome wizard. If you want to disable the quick setup wizard for the vendor, then you can check that, but I'll not recommend that. So after that, click in the save changes. Now come back to the selling option. First of all, you can see the commission type. Which type of commission you want? I want the percentage, and the admin commission will be 10%. If you want, you can make it 20 or anything you can make. After the shipping fee recipient vendor, means the shipping fee who will pay? The vendor will pay, and the tax fee recipient, that also vendor. The tax fee also the vendor have to pay. Now the vendor capability. New vendor product upload. Allow newly registered vendor to add a product. Make sure it should be checked. So when a vendor registered, they can create the products. After that, disable product pop-up. That is not important feature. I will discuss about this later. After that, the order status change. Allow or disallow the vendor to update the order status. Yes, make sure it should be checked. So some customer when ordered something, the vendor can change the order status, something completed, on hold, like that. After that, new product status. By default, it will be pending review, and make sure it should be in pending review only. Because when a vendor creates some product, the product will be not get published automatically. The admin have to approve that. When admin publish the product, then only the product will be get published. You can change it publish also, but I'll highly not recommend it. In this case, whenever a vendor create some product, it will get automatically published. They can create some bad product also, so better to keep it pending review option. After that, duplicate product. allow vendor to duplicate their product. Make sure it should be get checked. So if you come to the vendor dashboard and after that come to the product, if the vendor want to duplicate the product by clicking this duplicate option, they can do that. After that, edit product status. Set product status as pending review when a vendor edit or upload the products. Make sure this should be checked. So whenever a vendor change something in the description or in the rate or the title name of the product, then the product will be get pending. After the admin republish the product, then the product again will be get published. After that, product mail notification. So whenever a vendor uploads some product, the admin will get a email notification. After that, product category selection. Make sure it will be single, so a vendor can select only a single category for a single product. After that, vendors can create tags. Yes, the vendor can create tags. After that, discount editing. The vendor can add the discount. Yes, they can. After that, hide customer info. Hide customer information from the order details of the vendor. No, I does not recommend that. Make sure this should be checked, because when the vendor get the address and all the phone number of the customer, then only he can deliver the product. So make sure this should be get checked. After that, vendor product review. Vendor can change the product review and status from the vendor dashboard. No, it should not be there, because if some customer gives some bad review of a product, then the vendor can manipulate that. So better to uncheck that, so the vendor can't able to modify the comments. After that, guest product inquiry. You can keep this enable only, so some guest user also can send an inquiry about the product to the vendor. Now click in the save changes. After that, click in this withdrawal option. There are so many options, but I like the PayPal only, because PayPal is the widely used and it is more reliable platform. When the vendor registered them as a vendor, at the vendor profile he have to give the PayPal ID, and when the vendor reach the payment threshold, then the admin will send the payment using that PayPal ID. And after that, here is the minimum withdrawal limit. Make it something $1,000. That means when the vendor sell 1,000 rupees product, then only he can raise a withdrawal request to the admin. And here is the order status for the withdrawal. Make sure it will be completed. I mean, when the order will be get completed, then only vendor can raise a request for the withdrawal to the admin. After that, withdrawal threshold, make it something 7. So when the vendor reach $1,000 and order already get completed, after 7 days only he can raise the withdrawal request. And after that, click in the save changes. And in the multi-vendor website, whenever a customer place a order and paid for the order, the amount will come near to the admin. From there, the admin have to send to the vendor. It will work like that. After that, come to the page settings. There is nothing to do anything. Make sure this dashboard is selected as a dashboard and my order page should be my order. After that, come back to the appearance. Here, if you want to integrate the Google Map, then you have to put the Google Map API key, but I just don't need that. After that, that is the store header template. There are so many templates already available here. When you open some store page, here you can see the store header template. If you change anything here, the look of the store header will be get changed. Now after clicking the save changes. Now after come back to the privacy policy. If you have any privacy policy page for this website, you can select that. I does not have any privacy policy page, so I am leaving it. After that, click in the seller verification. You can see so many different options like Facebook, Twitter, Google. Means if the vendor want to register by using their Facebook ID, by the Twitter ID, they can do that. So for that, I have to create a Facebook ID first of all. It is very easy, very simple. Just create in this, open it in a new tab. Now you have to log in your Facebook. After that, this window will open. I already create an app, so it's showing like that. If you does not create any app till now, so you can do like this. You can hover in this icon and after that create app. After that, you have to enter the display name. I am giving something like Dokan FB. After that, you have to give your mail ID and click in this create app ID. Okay, some error coming here. It tells that FB word I can't use, so you can give something like Dokan Mart Fury. So MAP I am writing. So after that, click in the submit option. Before that, you have to check I am not a robot. You have to select that all the taxes. After that, click in the verify and click in the submit option. Now this window will open. After that, click in this Facebook login. Click in the setup option. After that, select this web www. Now here you have to enter the site URL. So for me, the site URL is this one. Copy it, come back here, paste it and click in the save option. After that, come back to the setting and click in the basic. After app domain, again you have to put your URL. And after that, if you does not create any privacy policy page, if you create, then you can enter the privacy policy page ID. Else you just paste your domain name only. After that, you have to select the category. I am choosing that shopping and click in the save changes. I am using the local host, so for that it's showing some error, but if you use your real domain name and hosting account, it should be get saved. So after that, what you have to do, you have to copy this app ID from here, come back here, you have to paste here the app ID and app secret. Here you can see the app secret. Click in the show option, copy it and come back here and paste it. Okay, after that, just save it. Now after pasting, come back here, click in the advanced option, scroll down. Here you can see that share redirected site list. Come back here, copy this site URL, this one, that site URL, http://localhost/smartpod. This one you have to copy and you have to paste it here. And after that, click in the save changes. So after that, click in this Facebook login settings, click in the settings. After that, here also you can see something, this valid auth redirect URL, paste the same thing and click in the save changes. So I already completed the Facebook settings. So similarly, you can set up for the Twitter, Google and LinkedIn. Here I not going to cover them all because it will make my video tutorial very lengthy. I don't want to do that. If you want to learn, then I'll suggest just go through the Dokkan documentation. From there you can learn all this process. So after scroll down and click in the save changes. Now after that, click in this verification SMS gateways. Here will be by default 2 SMS gateways. These SMS gateways are used if some vendor or seller want to verify their account. Sometime website sends some one-time password, means OTP, and you have to enter that. Like that also you can verify their accounts actually. So here I am going to use the Nexmo. So click in this Nexmo and click in this and open it in a new tab. After that, this page will open. It will ask first of all for login option actually. By default it will look like that. After that, you have to click in this login option. So after that, this page will open. From there you have to copy this key. You have to API key, you have to paste it here. And after that, here you can see some secret key also. By clicking this option, you can copy this, come back here and paste it. After scroll down and click in the save changes. After that, email verification option is there. If you want to enable, you can click in this and click in the save changes. Next, the social API. It is almost similar like that. Before already I done this in seller verification actually. So come back here and click in the settings and basic option. Just copy this app ID, paste it here, and similarly just copy this secret key also. Click in this show. It asking for the password, submit and copy it, come back here and paste it. Similarly you can do that for Twitter, Google and LinkedIn also. Click in the save changes. After that, the color setting, it's an advanced option actually. If you want to change some dashboard color or text color, background color, you can do it from here. After that, the live chat session, here also I need the API ID actually. Just click in this and open it in a new tab. After that, this dashboard will open, talkdays.com/dashboard/login. You have to enter the username and password, else you have to register if you doesn't have that. After that, click in the login option. Now here you can see the app ID and secret key. Copy this app ID, paste it here, app ID, and after that, this I need the secret key also. Just come back here and copy this, and after that just paste it here. So now there is asking that chat bottom on the vendor page. If you want to display the chat bottom on the vendor page, you can check it, and after that you can chat bottom on the product page. You can set the position, and after that click in the save changes. So after saving this, click in this RMA. So here is the order status for raise the return request. I'll suggest to select completed, means when the order is completed, when the order status is completed, then only a customer can raise a return request. After that, enable refund request, make it yes. So the customer can request for the refund. After that, enable coupon request means suppose I am a customer, I want to buy some a particular product, so I can contact with the seller and asking for a discount coupon. You can make it yes also. After that, the reason for the RMA, you can add so many reason. So the reason for return may be several things like physical damage. After clicking this plus icon to add new thing, maybe product defect, clicking this plus icon again. Here I add almost 4 reason for the refund or for the return request. After the refund policy, you can give something like return request should be in between 10 days of purchase, like that. After that, clicking the save changes. Now after saving, clicking the wholesale option. Here it's showing the display the wholesale price for all user or only for the wholesale customer. I want to display wholesale price for the all user. Now after clicking the save changes, now product abuse report. If you want the abuse report created by only the login customer, then you can check this. And reason for abuse, by default there are so many abuse option is there. If you want to add more option, then you can write them and click in this plus icon. After that, you have to click in this save changes. After that, come back to the single product multi-vendor. I will suggest to enable this. I already tell you, suppose one vendor selling a product, another vendor also want to sell the same product in different price or with different name, then he just can copy the product by clicking in the single button. I already covered that before. So enable them and click in the save changes. So here I almost covered everything for the Dukan plugin settings. Now I have to set up the WooCommerce in details. So for that, hover on the WooCommerce and after that click in the setting option. That is the WooCommerce setup page. Scroll down. Here you can see in general option, setting location. By default it will be sell to all countries and I highly not recommend that. Choose this one, sell to specific country. So I am from India. Let's choose India here. Taking the India and suppose take another some country like United States. US, this one. After that, scroll down. Here you can see that enable taxes. Check it, and in downside if you want to change the currency, you can do it from here. After that, click in the save changes. After that, click in this products. Here just make sure this shop page is selected as shop only. After that, click in this inventory. Here if you enable to the stock management, then please check it. After that, whole stock, make it 60. You can take any number, I mean how much product you want to keep in stock. After that, here is the lower. After that, here is the low stock threshold and that is the out of stock threshold. The low stock threshold means when the product quantity will reach to, you will get a mail that this particular product have only 2 quantity left out, and when all the quantity will be get sold, then you will get a message that this product in out of stock. And make sure you keep the notification email right only, because in this email only you will get the notification about the low stock and out of stock threshold. After that, click in this tax option. After coming here, you have to add the tax class. In your country, if the tax is known as VAT or tax, you can type tax, but in my country the tax is known as GST, so I am writing GST here. And suppose you are selling shoes and big furniture also, and for the shoes maybe the GST will be 10%, so I am taking a class as GST 10, and for the big furniture maybe the GST will be something 18%, so I am taking another class as GST 18. After that, click in the save changes. Now here in the top session you can see that 2 sessions get added, GST 10 dates and GST 18 dates. Click in this GST 10 dates. After that, click in this insert row option. You have to choose the country code. I am from India, and for India the code is IN. When you type IN, you can see the India is coming. Just click in this. After that, directly come to the rates, make it 10%. After that, the tax name I am giving as GST 10. And after that, uncheck it and click in this save changes. Similarly, click in this GST 18 rates. Click on the insert row option. Give the country code as IN. After that, directly come to the percentage, make it 18%, and the tax name I am giving as GST 18. Uncheck it and keep in the and click in this save change option. Now click in this shipping option. In the shipping, you can see as in shipping zone only India is showing, but I add two countries, India and United States. To adding another shipping zone, just click in this add shipping zone. Give the shipping name zone something USA. After that, come back to the zone region, search for the United States. Here you can see that United States already come here. Click in this, and after that click in this add shipping method. By default it will be the flat rates. Click in this add shipping method. Now again click in this shipping zone option. Now I want to set the shipping charges for the India. Click in this edit option. After that come to the flat rate and edit option. As you can see, by default the shipping cost is 50, but there is a problem. If the person buy a single product, then also the shipping cost will be 50, and if the person buy the 100 product, then also the shipping cost will be 50. But I want the shipping cost should be multiplied with the quantity of the product. So for that there is a formula. If you hover on this question mark, you can see that formula. So the rate, after that asterisk sign, and in bracket you have to mention that QTY. So here the rate, after that the asterisk symbol, and in the bracket I have to mention that in small letter QTY, means quantity. Just copy it here, and after clicking this save changes. But here also you can face one problem. Suppose you are selling shoes and you are selling big furniture like refrigerator, but for the shoes the shipping charges will be less, 50 rupees is okay, but for the entire refrigerator you have to charge more. So for that what I have to do, click in this shipping classes. After that click in this add shipping classes, because for the heavy weight category I want to make another shipping class. Give the name as heavyweight, and after that click in this save shipping classes. Now you can come back to the shipping zone, India edit option, again flat rate edit option. Now just copy it from here or cut it from here and come to that heavyweight category shipping zone. So make it something 150 rupees for the heavyweight category, and the product not belong to the heavyweight category, for that it will be 50 per quantity. Click in the save changes. Again click in the shipping zones, because I want to set the shipping charges for the USA now. Now click in this USA and edit option. Again come to the flat rates, edit option, and here erase it. After that for the heavyweight category let's charge something 550 rupees, and for the product not belong to the heavyweight category, for the USA, that charge I am making something 150 rupees, and after that click in the save changes. After that click in this Dokan shopping. After that click in this Dokan shipping. Make sure that is enable. After that click in this payment option. Now here in the payment option, I enable the cash on delivery. After that I want to enable this PayPal also. So enable it. Else you can enable this also, anyone. PayPal checkout is also okay. So just switch off it. And after that I want to enable this Stripe payment also. So click in this also. Now click in this manage option for the PayPal checkout, this option. Now here it asking for that live API key, password and the signature. So for that what to do, you have to log in your PayPal ID. After that click in this My PayPal. After that come to the tools, all tools, integrate PayPal. After API credential, open it. After that scroll down and click in this something MVP, something is there. You have to click in this option, manage API credentials. Now it will send a OTP or one-time password to my registered mobile number. Click in the next. So I get the code and I have to enter the code now. After entering, you have to click in this continue option. So it telling that identification is confirmed now. Here you can see that username, password and signature. You have to copy them here. After that scroll it down and click in this save changes. Now again click in this payment option. Now click in this manage option for the Stripe payment. Click in this, change it from text mode to live mode. After that, it asking for the live publishable key and live secret key. So for that, you have to log in the Stripe account. This is my Stripe account dashboard. After that, click in this developer option and API keys. So here you can see the publishable key and secret key. You have to copy them here. After that, scroll down. Here you can see the title. I doesn't want this title. I want it should be credit card or debit card. So remove it and write credit card / debit card, and here also credit card / debit card. After that, scroll down and click in the save changes. Now the payment setup is done here. After that, click in this account and privacy. Here just check these two options, scroll down and click in the save changes. After directly come to the advanced option, make sure all the pages are selected correctly, and for the terms and condition also have to select one page, this privacy policy. After scroll down and click in the save changes. So now I have to create the products. Before creating the products, come to the media option. After that, open the file which link I given in the video description. From there, open the image. Now select all the image by pressing Ctrl A, and after that just drag and drop it here, all the images. Now all the image will be get uploaded one by one. It will take some time, so please keep patience. As you can see here, all the images are uploaded now. So now I have to create brands and some attribute. For creating attributes, you have to come to the products. After that, you have to click in this attributes. Here I am going to create two attributes. One is size, another one is color. So put the name as size. After that, / keep it as empty. After scroll down here. After in this drop down, select that label and add attribute. Similarly, I need another attribute name as color, and after that here type, select as color and click in this add attribute. Now click in this color attribute, and I need some colors like black color, and click in this color option and choose the black color and click in this add new color. Similarly, add the gray color, type gray and choose in the color, and I need this code, this color actually. So after that, click in this add new color. Similarly, pink color, and choose this color as pink. This one may be pink color, some lighter pink color. Add new color. After the red color, and choose the red color from here, that is the red color. Click in this add new color. Now come back to the attribute, click in this attribute option again. Now click in this size option. Now here I am adding size large. As a name I am giving capital L, and here as a label I am giving large. Click in this add new size. After that, short size, so I am giving capital S, and in the label I am writing as short, this one. Click in this add new size. Now I add all the attribute. Now I have to create some brands. So for that, you have to click in this brands option. To adding the brand, first of all you have to give the brand name, and after that you have to upload the image. Click in this, that is my brand image. After click in this select option. After that, you have to click in this add new brand. Similarly, let me add some more brands. After that, I will come back. As you can see here, I already create so many brands. After that, what I will do, I have to create the products. Now I have to create the product categories. For that, click in this product, and downside here you can see the categories option. So click in this category. By default, there will be uncategorized category. You can edit it by clicking this edit option. Remove the name, and after that wrote winter wear, and here in the Slack also you can write winter wear. Come down, here you can see the thumbnail and upload image option is there. Click in this. I am taking this image as a winter wear category thumbnail image. Now scroll down and click in this update option. Now to add another category, again click in this category option. Give the category name as men's dress. After scroll down and click in this thumbnail option. I am taking this image. Click in this use image and scroll down and click in this add new category. Here you can see two category already get added. let me add some more category, and after that I will come back. As you can see here, I already add total 6 categories. So after that I have to create the products. First I will tell how to create simple product, and after that I will tell how to create variable product. For creating products, you have to click in this add new option in the downside of the product. After that, here you have to give the product name. After here you have to give the product description. Next you have to choose the product category. You can select a single category, else if you want you can select multiple categories also. If you want to add some tags, you can give it here. After that you have to select the brand name. Next here you have to give the rate of the product. Suppose the rate of the product is 900. After that the sale rate something around 850 rupees, and if you want to schedule this sale, you have to click in this schedule option. Suppose from today the sale will be continue till next month 11th. Like that you can select something. After that the sale quantity, I mean how much product you want to keep in sale. Suppose 40 product I want to keep in sale. How much product already gets sold out? Something around 20 product. So after that this product is taxable or not? Yes, of course that is taxable. After that you have to choose the tax class, and that is a cloth category, so I am choosing that GST 10 categories, means 10% tax will be get applied here. Next come back to this inventory option. Here if you want to skip the stock keeping unit, you can route here. After that you have to click in this manage stock, means how much product you have already. Suppose I have total 100 products and the lower stock threshold I am keeping as 2. After that come to the shipping option. Here you have to mention the product weight and the dimension, everything. And after that the shipping class, it is heavyweight category or not. If it's not heavyweight category, then keep it as no shipping class only. After that link product. If you want to link some more products with this product, you can keep that here. And after this attribute and all, I does not need this because it will come under variable product, and that is a simple product actually. So when I'll tell you how to create the variable product, I will discuss about this attribute and all advanced options. Now here you can see the product image option is there. Click in this. Now I have to choose the product image. Suppose I am taking this as a product image. Set product image. Now scroll down. Here you can see the product galleries. You can add photos of this similar product here. Click in this. Here you can see all the photos is related to that image. So I am uploading them all. And for selecting the multiple image, you have to click on the control key or the command key. After clicking this, you can select multiple photo at a time. After adding them, you have to click in this add to gallery. Now here you can see the product short description is there. Suppose this is the product short description. If you want, you can keep them as order list also. For that you have to select everything, and after that you have to keep them as order list. You can see this become as order list. If you come to text, here you can see the UL and LIs. So after that what you have to do, you have to publish this. If you want, you can check the preview also by clicking this preview changes. Okay, it's coming like that. It's quite perfect now. Now I will tell you how to create the variable products. To add new product, you can click in this add new option. Next you have to enter the product name. After the product description, you have to choose the category of the product. After this brand of the product. If you want to give some tag, you can keep it here. After that come here and click in this variable product. Yes, that the product is taxable and the tax class will be GST 10. After that come back to the inventory option. If you want to keep the stock, you can write here. Suppose I'm taking 80 here. Shipping is, I already tell you, weight and dimension everything. Link product also I tell you. Now let's come back to the attribute option. And click in this drop down. Here choose the color attribute. After that click in this add option. Check both the boxes, and after that click here and take all the color one by one. Like that. And after that click in this save attribute. Again click in this drop down and choose the size option and click again the add option. Again choose both of the boxes and take both the sizes like that and click in this save attribute. After that click in this variation option. Next come back to this drop down and click in this create variation from all attributes and click in this go option. Okay, you will get a message like that 8 variation get added. Click in this OK option. Now select the first one, black and large size. You have to upload the image first of all by clicking this option. After that I am selecting this image, and after that clicking this set variation image. And rate I am giving something 1000 rupees and discount rate something 900. And I'm not going to give the weight and height, all the things, and the tax classes also I'm not going to select. After that clicking this black and short, again select the image. I'm taking this image, set variation, give the rate. After that if you want to keep that discount price, you can keep that. So similarly, I have to fill up all of them, means gray large small, pink large small and red large small. So here as you can see, I already added all the variation. Now scroll down and click in the save change option. Now you have to give the product short description also and make them list element. Click in this visual option, select all and keep them as list element. If you want to keep something in feature description, you can write here. And after that, you have to upload all the images, the product image. I am taking this image, click in the set product image. After the product gallery image, let me select multiple images by clicking the Ctrl key in the keyboard, and after that click in this add to gallery option. Scroll up and click in this publish option. Let's check the preview. Okay, it's coming perfectly. It asking for choosing the color, after the sizes, and after choosing everything, the date is coming. Okay, it's coming perfect. Now let me add some more products in different categories. As you can see here, I already created so many products, almost 49 products in different category. Now by default, all the product is as a normal product. But I want to convert some product as a feature product. For that, what I have to do, you have to click in the star icon. By default, this empty star icon means it's a normal product. But when you click on that, here you can see this star get filled. So this product become as a feature product. So similarly, let's make some more product as a feature product. I'm taking some multiple products. Okay, so I already make some product as a feature product. So now I have to design the home page. So for that, come back to the pages and click in this add new option. Now after that, you have to give the name of the page. So I'm giving the name as home, and after that come back to the template and choose the home page. Next, you have to publish. Once publish done, click into the edit with Elementor option. That is the Elementor interface. Let me check how the home page should look like. So first of all, I have to design the slider. So come back here, click in this plus icon, take a single row, single column. After that, click in this, and after that make it stretch row and make it full width. Now click in this plus icon and search for the slider. Here you can see the Matphoody slider is there. Just drag and drop it here. By default there is total 3 slides, but I does not want 3, I just want 2. So cancel once. Now click in this first one. I have to choose the background image first of all. Click in this, come to the media library. I am taking this image, and after that click in this insert media option. After that enable this skin burns effect. So after that here you can see some zoom effect is there. Next come back to the content and I have to write the subtitle. I'm taking this as a subtitle. Mega sale, don't miss out. Next I have to write the title. I need this title. Now open the folder which link I already give you in the video description. After that from there you have to open this one, this slider description code. Open it and select everything and copy it. After that come back to here in the description option and switch to the text view, delete everything. After that paste that code. Now scroll up. Now click in this item 2 option. Here also I have to choose the background image first of all. I am taking this image as a background image. Click in this insert media. Now click in the content. The subtitle I am taking as limited edition, and after that I have to give the title also. So the title I want this. Again I have to edit this description area. Click in this, remove everything. Again open the file and this one. Copy everything, and after that you have to paste it here. Now click in this slides options, the transition make it fade, remaining keep as it is. After that click in the style option, make everything as center aligned. As I forgot to tell one thing, come back to the content. If you want to change this bottom text, then just click in this slide. After that content, scroll down. Here you can see the bottom text is there. If you want to change it, you can do it from here. Like I am writing the shop now. So here you can see the text of the bottom gets changed now. Now click in this update option. Now again click in the style option because I want to remove the background color from this arrow. So click in this arrow option and the arrow size make it something 27 and scroll down. Here you can see the background color is there. Just make the opacity as 0. If you want to change the arrow color, you can do it from here. I'm keeping as it is. Let's update it. Now check. Now I have to design this free delivery, 90 days return, this special boxes. In Matphoody, it's called icon list. So come here, again click in this plus icon, single row, single column, click in this. I need some margin top, so click in this advanced option, unlock it and give the margin top as 50 and margin bottom also I'm taking as 50 pixel. Now click in this plus icon and search for the icon list. Now here you can see Matphoody icon list is there. Just drag and drop it here. Now you have to edit this text and icon if you want. So click in this icon. I am keeping as it is. I'm just changing the title and the description. I'm giving the title as free delivery and after the description as for all order above $99. Similarly, let me change all the title and the subtitle of another 3. So as you can see, I already changed all the title and the subtitle. So after that, I have to design this banners. In a single row, there will be total 3 columns. So come back here, click in this plus icon, taking this single row and 3 column. Now I need some margin top. You can come back to the advanced option, unlock it, margin top and bottom I am taking as a 50 pixel, and after that click in this plus icon and search for the banner small. Here you can see the banner small is there. Just drag and drop it here. Now you have to give the title and next you have to give some subtitle also. If you want to change the price, you can do it from here, something 20% if you want, you can change it like that. Now after that click in this background option, click in this plus icon. I am taking this image as a background image and after that click in this insert media. So similarly I have to design another 3 small banners. So all the banner design is completed. Now I have to design this best deal of the day session. So come back here, click in this plus icon, take single row single column, give some margin top and bottom, click in this advanced option, unlock it, and margin top and bottom I am taking as 50 pixel and 50 pixel down also. Now click in this plus option and search for the product deals carousel. Here you can see the product deals carousel 1 and 2. Take this first one and drag and drop it here. Now if you want to change the title, you can do it from here. Now click in this products and select on sale. Okay, it's coming perfectly. If you want to change anything in carousel settings, you can do it from here, but I am keeping as it is. Now I have to design this feature product session. So come back here, again click in this plus icon, single row single column, next click in this advanced option. Again I need margin top 50 and margin bottom also 50. Again click in this plus icon, this one, and search for products of category. I need this one, this product of category, the first one, not the second one. I am taking this first one and just drag and drop here. Now I have to change the title as feature product. Now let me edit these links. Here you can see some links is there like winter wear, party wear, sport dress, summer dress and wedding dress. So for that I have to click in this quick link option. So here is the links, click in this. After that you have to change the title, and if you want to change the link you can do, but here I am keeping as hash symbol only as a empty link. Similarly I have to change this also. Now if you want to add more item, means more links, then you have to click in this add item option. Next you have to give the title and after that you have to give the link, and for adding another also again you have to click in this add item, again give the title and after that link. Now I have to design this banner carousel. So for that click in this banner carousel, and by default there will be total 2 slider. So click in this item 1 and search for the banner. I already create this banner, and remember the banner should be in this size only, means 269 by 639. I already create the image, that is the banner 1, insert. Similarly click in this item 2 and I am taking this image. So it's done here. After that click in this products. So I want feature products should be displayed here. So click in this and select it as featured. Now by default in a single row total 3 product will be displayed. You can increase or decrease it from here. I am keeping this 3 only. If you want to display some certain category, then you can enter the product category name also here. I am keeping it at empty only because I want to display the product from all categories. So now after that I have to design this portion, means this deals of the week, and after that here top selling products. So come back here, again I am clicking this plus icon, and after this I am taking this single row and 2 column, and for the first column I want this should be 80% and the second column should be 20%. So for that come here, the column width here you can see, let's make it 80. So the another one by default will be get 20%. So click in this plus icon and search for the product deals carousel 2, this one, drag and drop it here. Now click in this products. If you want to change the title you can do it here. I am keeping as it is, and after that click in this products, and here you can see there are so many different options is there. From here you can choose any option like deal of the day, deal of this week, so many options is there. So here I am choosing that on sale. After that order by, make it date. Next click in this plus icon, search for the product list carousel. I am taking this one, drag and drop it here. Next come back here, after that change the heading and click in the products. Here it's best selling, so I have to choose that best selling option, and number of rows make it something 5. After that click in the style option and click in the products, and the item spacing make it something 14, and after that update it. Now I have to design this session, this women's dress. So I can come back here, click in this plus icon, take a single row, single column, and next again click in the advanced option, unlock, and margin top and downside I am taking as 50 pixel. Next click in this plus icon. As you can see here, this women's dress session is almost looking similar like this feature product session. So we can do one thing, we can scroll up and just copy it, entire thing, and come down, and here we can paste it. Now come back here and we can change the title, and the title will be the women's dress. After that click in this banner and we can edit the image also. So click in this delete option and click in this plus option again. I am taking this image, click in this insert media, next item 2, I am taking this image, insert media. After that come back to the products and the product category, make it as women's dress. So you can select some wedding dress also, winter dress also, whatever the category you want, you can choose it from here. Now I have to design this session, means this man's dress session. So again come back here and click in this plus icon, single row, single column, again click in this plus icon, and now I need this one, this product subcategory 2, drag and drop it here. So you can change the title after that, and now I have to add the banner for the slider. So click in this banner carousel, item 1, choose the banner, and this should be in this size, means 829 by 241, this size only. I already created the images, so let me select them. That is one image. Click in this insert media and similarly click in this item 2, click in the here, and after that choose the second image also and click in this insert media option. Now after that click in this product tabs, mean this one, this new arrival, best selling and the sales. Click in this tab option, here you can see them. If you want to edit them you can do it from here. I am keeping as it is. Now after I have to change this quick link option, so for that again you have to click in this heading option, and here you can see the quick links option, and for edit them you have to click in this, and after that you have to change the title and links also. Similarly let me change all the links and the titles for the quick links options. Okay, already add all the quick links, and after that click in the update option. After that I want this heading name should be like that, means best selling products. So come back here, here you can see the side products, click in this and you can change the title from here, and after that changing the title click in this products, and from here choose the best sellings. After that, that is the man dress. So you can do one thing, select the category as man dress only. So all the related products belongs to the man's dress category will be get displayed here. Now let me add some background color for this women's dress category and this feature product category. So for that you have to click in this edit session option, and after that come back to the style. Here you can see the background type and click in this classic option. Downside here you can see the color option is there. Just click in this, and the color code I need this one, this F8 F8 F8, and after that come back to the advanced option, unlock this padding option. The margin top I am taking 50 and margin down also I am taking as 50. After that similarly come down here, click in this edit session option for this woman dress session, and again click in the style option. After that background type click in this color, and the color I want this F8 F8 F8. After that come back to the advanced option. Here also unlock the padding, and top I am taking 50 and bottom side I am taking 50 as a padding. Okay, now it's done here. After that I have to design our partner session. Here you can see the light background color is there, and after that the heading is our partner, and after that here you can see some logo is there. So for that come back here and click in this plus icon. Now taking this single row and single column. Now click in this edit session. After that come back to the style option, and the background color I am taking similarly like F8 F8 F8, and after that come back to the advanced option, and here margin unlock it and taking margin top as 50 and bottom side also 50, and similarly unlock the padding also, and top padding I am taking 50 pixel and downside also I am taking 50 pixel. After that click in this plus option and drag and drop this heading in between this, and the heading I want this our partners. I want this should be in black color, so come back to the style option and make the color as black. And similarly, again click in this. Now search for the image carousel. I am taking this image carousel here, drag and drop it here, downside of this heading. Now I have to add all the images. Let me select all the brand image. After that, click in this, create a gallery. Next, insert gallery. Next, the image size, make it as full. Slide to show, make it something 5. And here you can see the navigation option, arrow and dots. So arrows is also showing and dots is also showing. I want only arrows, so check this arrows option, and after that update it. Now come to the advanced option, unlock this margin, and margin top, let's take something 30 pixel. Okay, now it's looking quite perfect. So now I have to design this blog session. To design this, I need to create some blog post first of all. So for that, you have to come back to the dashboard. So that is the dashboard. After that, come back to the post option and click in this categories, because before creating blog post, let me make some categories of the blog post. So for adding the categories, first of all, you have to give the name of the category, and after that you have to click in this add new categories. Similarly, for adding another categories, again you have to give the name, and after that click in this add new category. Let me add some more categories. So I create some 5 to 6 categories. After that, for creating the blog post, you have to click in this add new option in the downside of this post option. Here you can see the add new. Click in this. Now you have to give the title of the blog post. Next, you have to enter the text for this blog post. After that, click in this document option. Here you can see the category tab is there. Click in this. All the categories are appearing here. You have to choose the perfect category for this blog post. You can select the multiple categories also. After that, if you want to give some tag, you can give it by clicking this tag option. Next, I am going to add the feature image. So click in this set feature images. I am taking this image as a feature image. After that, click in this set feature image. After that, just click in this publish option. Again, publish. In similar way, let me add some more blog post. As you can see here, I almost create 5 blog posts. So after that, come back here, click in this plus icon. Now take single row, single column. Next, click in this plus, and after that, take this heading, drag and drop it here. And the heading will be our stories. After that, come back to the style option and make it black color. Now again, click in this icon. Now I have to search for the premium blogs. This one, drag and drop it downside of this heading. By default, it will look like that, but I does not need this content actually. So hide this post content. You have to come to post options. After that, in the top here, you can see the show post content. Just off it. After that, this command meta, I does not need that also. Okay, now it's looking quite perfect. But here you can observe one thing. In my demo website, that is a carousel actually. But here, it's not carousel. So for that, what you have to do, click in this carousel option and enable the carousel. Now you have to on this autoplay option. Next, you have to come to the general. One option is there, post per page. Make it something 5 or 6, whatever you want. Now you can see the navigation array is coming and it's a carousel now. So the designing of the home page is ending here. Now I have to design the contact us page. And from there, you have to click in this add new option. Now I have to give the name of the page as contact us. And after that, come back to the page attribute. Here you can see the template option. Choose the full width option. And after that, click in this publish. Once done, you have to click in this edit with Elementor option. After that, click in this plus option. Before doing anything, just click in this gear icon. Here you can see one option, hide title. Click in this. Now you can see the title get hidden. After that, click in this single row, single column, and stress session, make it on, and the content width, make it as full width. Now click in this plus option and search for the Google Map. Here you can see the Google Map option is there. Just drag and drop it here. Now here you can see the location option is there. Whatever is there, you have to remove and you have to enter your own location. I am from Jaipuri colony, so I am entering the Jaipuri colony. And after that, the height, make it something 500 pixel. My map come perfect. After that, click in this option, come back to the advanced option, unlock the padding. Now it's come truly full width. So now I have to design this frequently asked question session and this fill this form session. Here in downside, you can see some accordion option is there, and here is a contact form is there, and here is a contact form. So come back here, click in this plus option and choose this one, the single row and 2 column. After that, take the heading option by clicking there. After that, click in this plus option and take the heading, drag and drop it here. And the heading will be frequently asked question and make it black color. So for that, click in the style option and here text color, make it black. Similarly, I need another heading here also. So click in this plus option and drag and drop the heading here also. And the heading will be feel free to contact us. And similarly, make it black color also. And I need some margin top. So click in this and after that come back to the advanced option, unlock the margin and take some margin top around 100 and margin bottom also take something around 100. Now what I have to do, I need the accordions, or you can tell the toggles also. So for that you have to click in this option. So all the element will be get displayed. Now search for the toggle. Here you can see the toggles is there. Just drag and drop it here downside of the frequently asked question heading. By default there will be total 2 toggle, and for editing the toggle you have to click in this toggle 1 or toggle 2 like that. And after that here you can see the title and description. You have to edit the title and after that you have to enter the description also. So similarly here also you have to enter the toggle title and after that enter the toggle description. And for adding the new toggle you have to click in this add item option. So let me create some 5 toggle. Now I have to change the style something. Click in the style option. Here you can see one option, space between, make it something 7. After that click in the title option. Here it asking the title color. So by default the color will be black, and for the active one make it something light black, means gray color, something deep gray you can tell also. Okay, it's coming perfect. And after that click in the typography option and make it something around 20 pixel. After that come back to the content, click in the typography option and make it something 16 pixel. Now here you can see this toggle elements and the title is coming very closer. So let me give some bottom margin to the heading. So for that click in this and after that come back to the advanced option, unlock it and the margin down, let's take something 30 pixel. Similar for here also, click in this, come to the advanced option, unlock the margin and margin bottom I am taking something 30 pixel. Now I need the contact form, so click in this. So all element will be get displayed. Here just search for the form. Here you can see the form is there, just drag and drop it downside of this, feel free to contact us. I want another field also called phone number. So click in this add item option and type, make it tell, and the placeholder will be phone number. After that I does not need this label, so off it. I need this phone number should come before the message like that. Okay, everything looks quite perfect. So let's update it. So now I have to design the header elements. Means I need this top bar first of all. After that I need to design this logo, and after this main menu. After that this sub by department menu. I'll make them one by one. So first of all make this top bar. So here come back to the dashboard first of all. After that hover on the appearance and come to the widget area. Now here you can see the top bar left area is there. Drag and drop this custom HTML to this top bar left. Now open the file, which link I already given in the video description. From there you have to open this top bar left one. Select everything, copy it, and after that you have to paste here. And downside you have to click in this save option. Now let's come to the website. But here you can see the top bar is not showing. So for that what we do, open this customization in a new tab. From there you have to come this header option, click in the header layout option. Here you can see enable top bar option is there, just enable it. Now here you can see this phone number and email ID is coming here. If you want to change your phone number, then you can do it from here, and you can change the mail ID also. Now I have to design this dashboard, shop, checkout, cart and wishlist option. So for that I have to create a menu for that. So for creating the menu, come back to the dashboard and here you can see the menu option is there. Open it in a new tab. This window will open. After that you have to give the menu name. I am giving the menu name as top bar, and after that you have to click in this create menu option. Now come back to the pages and view all. I need this dashboard, shop page, checkout, cart and wish list. After that, click in this add to menu. Now save it. After that, again come back to the widget area. Now here in this top bar right option, I need the navigation menu. Here you can see the navigation menu is there. After that, select this top bar right and click in this add to widget option. And after that, you have to select the menu. I need this top bar menu, so click in this and after that click in the save changes. Now come back here and refresh it. And I forgot one thing, you have to publish this. I mean, whatever the customization you make, this top bar and everything, you have to publish this. After publish only, it will be get enabled. So come back here and refresh it again. Now here you can see this option is also coming, and along with that phone number and email ID is also coming. And if you want this dashboard should be come in the first, then here you can come to the menu option and just pull up the dashboard in first, and after that you have to click in the save menu option. Now if you come and refresh, you can see the dashboard is coming in first position. So after that I have to design the main menu, and my main menu should be look like that. That will contain home, shop, product category, blog and contact us. And in between that, this product category will be a mega menu. Now you can come back to the menu area and click in this create a new menu. I am giving the menu name as main menu, and after that click in this create menu option. Now I need home page, shop page, contact us page. Actually I forget to create the blog page also, so you can do it easily. Just hover on the pages and click in the add new and open it in a new tab. Now you have to give the name of the page as blog and just click in the publish option. Now you can come back to the menu option, and now you have to refresh the page once. Again I have to select the pages, home page, contact us page, blog page and here shop page. After that click in this add to menu option, and for the menu option you have to click in this primary menu. Now I need a custom link, and the custom link will be product category. The link text will be product category, and URL I am giving as a hash sign, means empty link. And after that click in this add to menu. Now I have to add all the product categories. So by default the product categories are not showing here, so scroll up. Here you can see the screen option is there. Here you can see product category option is there. Just check it, and now here you can check the product category option is displaying here. I have to select all of them, and after that you have to click in this add to menu. Now here in the real website, here you can see this some address, party admin, all the categories coming in a sub menu option. So come back here and drag them as sub menu like that. Now I have to add the sub menu for each and every category. As you can see here in the product category, there are total 6 categories, and for each category there are total 5 products. Now for adding item, first of all come back to the all product pages. Suppose I am going to add all men's dress item, so you have to click in this category. So all the product related to the men's category will be displayed here. As you can see here, all the product related to the men's category is displaying here. Now what you have to do, you have to copy the product name. After that come here, now click in this custom link option. You have to give the product name, and after that URL. And how you can find the URL? For that you have to open the product. Here you can see the permalink option is there. Just right click and click in this copy link location if you using Firefox. Else if you use the Google Chrome, there will be option as copy link address something. Just click it, and now come back to the menu option. Here you can see the URL, you have to paste that, and after that you have to click in this add to menu option. Now this item belongs to man's dress, so in downside of the man's dress you have to create this sub menu. So in similar way, let me add all the products for different categories. As you can see here, I add all the product related to the man's dress, and here I am giving the dummy name because it's a dummy website, but you have to add all the product in similar fashion what I did for this cotton casual shirt product. Means you have to go to the product page, and one by one you have to copy the product name and product link, and you have to add them in this menu bar. Now here you can see I add all the sub products for each categories. Now I need this contact us and the blog page should be downside. So drag them downside. It will be in main menu. So keep it in first position. Similarly, drag the contact us option also. Keep it also as a main position. Now scroll up. Come to this product category because that will be a mega menu. So click in this arrow icon and after that click in this setting option. Here we can see the mega menu option is there. Check it. Okay, it's automatically assigned. Here you can see in a single row there will be total 4 column. If you want to decrease or increase them, you can do that like this way. Like I want in a single row there will be total 5 items. So you can decrease or increase them like that. Here as you can see, now in this case, in a single row, there will be total 5 column. But I want to keep in default means in a single row, total there will be 4 column like that. After that, you have to click in this save change option. Now click in this save menu option. Let's see the main menu is coming perfectly and this drop down mega menu is also working perfectly. So now this main menu design is over. So I have to design this sort by department menu. So first of all, I have to create a menu name as sort by department. So come back here and click in this create a new menu. After that I have to enter the name of the menu like sort by department and after that click in this create menu. After that click in this sort by department menu. Let me add all the product category. So click in this product category, select them all and click in this add to menu. But here as you can see there are total 12 kind of product category. But for this project I only create 6 product categories. So let me add some custom link as a product category like this kurta and churidar, maxi dresses and all. This is the custom links actually. So come here and click in this custom link option. Now here you have to enter the link text like kurta and churidar and as URL as a hash sign means empty link. And after that click in the add to menu. So let me add more 5 to 6 custom link as a product category in similar fashion. So as you can see here, I almost add 6 to 7 custom links for this sort by department menu. Now I have to design this sub menu like for the sport dress, that is the sub menu like exercise and fitness, yoga and plastic clothing and best deal. And I need this background image also. So for that what I have to do, first of all I have to create the sub menus links. So for that again come back to the custom links and give the link text and after that URL as hash sign. Now click in this add to menu. Similarly this yoga and plastic clothings and URL as hash sign, add to menu and best deal and after that URL as hash sign and add to menu. Now these links are sub menu of the sport dress. So drag and drop it downside of this sport dress like that. Now I have to create the sub menu for this exercise and fitness, yoga and plastic clothings like that. Here you can see some product is a sub menu like for this exercise and fitness, this product 1 to product 7 belongs to the sub menu of the exercise and fitness. Similarly for the yoga and plastic clothings, this product 1 to product 5 and downside of this best deal I need to add this shop now option, this gym t-shirt pink color and I have to add this background also. So come back here. Now let me create some custom links as product 1 to product 7 for the exercise and fitness. So type product 1 and after that URL will be hash sign. Click in this add to menu. Similarly let me add product 1 to product 7 as a sub menu and after that I will tell you how to add them as a sub menu of the exercise and fitness. Now I have to drag them this product 1 to product 7 downside of this exercise and fitness because they will be the sub menu for the exercise and fitness. So drag them one by one like that. Similarly I have to create the sub menu for this yoga and plastic cloth also, and for the yoga and plastic there will be total 5 products. Now I have to drag this product 1 to product 5 downside of this yoga and plastic clothes. Now open the folder which link I already give you in the video description. From there you have to open this sub menu buy button. Open that and copy everything and after that click in this best deal in drop down option. Click in the setting option and here you can see the menu content. Just paste it. Now here you can see in demo website I need this image, this gym t-shirt pink color, this image I need. So come back to the media. Here you can see the image, this gym t-shirt pink color. And from there you have to copy the link, copy it, come back here and here you can see that image src in between bracket you have to erase the default link, and after that you have to paste that link. If you want to change the alternate text also, you can do that. Like here I am taking like best deal, and after that click in the save changes. Now scroll up and come back to the sport days. In this drop down, click in the setting option. On this mega menu, and the menu width, that will be 530 pixel. And after that, here by default in a single row there will be 3 column, but I need, here you can see, I need in a single row there will be only 2 column. So for that, what I have to do, just increase it at 50%. This also make it 50%, and this best deal also 50%. And after that, come back to the background option, because here you can see there is some background image is also there. So I need the background image also. Click in this select image. I need this image. Click in this select, and after that click in the save changes. Now save the menu. Now let's check it's working or not. Okay, this shop by department menu is coming, and for the sport days, yeah, it's coming perfectly. Now I have to design this sub menu for the party wear and summer dress. So here in a single row there will be 2 column, and for this salwar and dupatta materials there will be total 4 sub product, and for this kurta fabric there will be total 9 sub product. So come back here, scroll down. Here you can see the party wear. So I have to add the custom links for this party wear as a subcategory. Come back to the custom links, and that link text will be salwar and dupatta materials, and empty link I am giving as URL as hash sign. Click in the add to menu. Similarly best deal, and after that URL as hash sign. Next link will be kurta fabric and URL as hash sign. Click in the add to menu. Now I have to add the sub menu for this party wear. Now just drag and drop this salwar and dupatta material, best deal and kurta fabric downside of this party wear like that, and make it as a sub menu only, not in the main menu. Best deal also, and last of all this kurta fabric also drag and drop it downside. Okay, it's perfect. Now I have to create the sub product for this salwar and dupatta material, and here as you can see there will be total 4 sub product 1 to product 4. So come back here again, come back to the custom links. So product 1 I am typing, and after that URL I am giving as hash sign. Similarly product 2 and URL is hash sign, product 3 and product 4 also. Now I have to drag them downside of this salwar and dupatta material like that. Product 2, product 3 and product 4. Now for the kurta fabric I need total 9 sub product. So let me add one by one all of them. Product 1, product 2, product 3. Similarly I have to add till product 9. Now here as you can see I already create the sub product 1 to product 9 for this kurtan fabric. So drag and drop them downside of this kurtan fabric option. Okay, it's done here. Now I can come back to the media library. I have to search for this image. In party wear here you can see the women's dress pink color, means this one. So copy the link here, click in the best deal, settings option, open this sub menu by bottom, copy this one and you have to paste it here. Now this link you have to copy and you have to paste it here. Just remove this source link, this one, remove it and paste the link. After that click in the save changes. Now scroll up and click in this party wear option. After that click in the settings option on this mega menu, and that will be also 530 pixel. Here also make this salwar and dupatta materials as 50% width, and this one also 50%, this one also. And after that come back to the background option. Here as you can see I need this image, so come back here, click in the select image, that is the image what I required. Select, after that click in the save changes. Now let's come back to the website, refresh the page, check it's coming or not. Okay, it's not coming because I forgot to save the menu. You have to click in the save menu option. Now come back here, refresh the page. Okay, it's coming perfectly now. Similarly I have to design this summer days sub menu also. So for that here will be single row single column only, and after that this background image also I needed. So come back here, and here you can see in the night set there will be total 9 sub product. So come back here in the menu session and click in the custom links, and the link will be the night set and URL will be hash sign, and after that link will be best deal, and after that hash sign, add to menu. Now scroll down, this night set should be downside of the summer dress and this best deal also. Now I have to create some sub products like product 1 to product 9. So I add total 9 sub product. Now I have to drag and drop them downside of this night shirt like that. Now again click in this best deal option, click in the settings, open the folder link which I already give in the video description, open this one and copy the entire thing, paste it here. Now again come back to the media library. In this case I need put this black color, means if you come back here in the media library, here you can see this one, this put this black color. Copy the link, come back to the menu option, remove this default link, paste it here, and after that click in the save changes. Now scroll up, click in the summer days, and after that here click in the settings option on this mega menu, and that will be 530 pixel. After that this night shirts and the best deal both will be 100% width, make them 100% by clicking multiple times. Similarly this one also. And after that click in the background option, select image. Here as you can see I need this image, so come back here and that is the image. Here as you can see BG Poddesk JPG, and click in the select save changes. Now come back here and click in the save menu option. Let me come back here and refresh the page. Okay, everything is coming perfectly. Now I have to design the footer. Let me check how the footer should look like. So that is the footer. So in the top section you can see one Mailchimp subscribe form, and after that in the footer area here you can see in a single row there will be total 4 columns, and in the first one there is the phone number, the address and some social media links. After that some quick links is there, next some company links and some business links is there. For your kind information, these 3 means quick links, company and business, this all the menu item actually. I have to create separate menu for them, and in the downside here you can see the copyright text, and after that the payment gateway image. First of all I am going to design this session, and after that I will design this copyright and this subscribe from session. Come back to the dashboard area. After that hover on the appearance and click in the widgets. Now here you can see that footer 1, 2, 3, 4 areas, all these areas belongs to the footer area. So now I need this custom HTML. Drag and drop it inside this footer 1 area. After that open the folder which link I already given in the video description. From there open this one, this footer text. Copy everything and after that paste it here. Let's save it. Now search for the Mudfury social links. Here you can see this Mudfury social links is there. Click in the footer 1 area, this one, and after that click in the add to widget. Now this window will open. So no need to give any title. After that you have to give your Facebook ID. I am giving that empty link only. Similarly Twitter, Google Plus, whatever the social media you have to give the links here. Suppose Flickr, LinkedIn, like that. And after that you have to click in this save option. If you come back to the website and refresh the page, here you can see your footer is coming perfectly. Now similarly I have to design this quick links, company and business. So for that come back here and click in this menu option. Now click in this create a new menu. Give the menu name something like F1, and after that click in this create menu option. Now just select some pages like home page, blog page, cart page, checkout page. Randomly you can select some pages, wish list, like that. After that click in this add to menu. After that click in the save menu option. Similarly again click in this create a new menu. Give the menu name something F2. After that click in this create menu. Again I have to select some custom pages like my order, shop page, cart page, and after that I am taking this blog page also and contact us page. After that click in this add to menu option, save menu. Again click in this create a new menu. Give the menu name something like F3, and after that click in this create menu option. Now scroll down, click in this WooCommerce endpoint, select them all one by one like order, download, address, account detail. After that logout option, lost password option, something random option you can select, and after that click in this add to menu. Now click in this save menu option. Again come back to the widgets. Now I have to search for the navigation menu. Here you can see the navigation menu is there. After that select the footer 2 area and click in this add to widget. Similarly again select in this navigation menu. After that come back to the footer 3 and add to widget, and for the footer 4 area also do the same thing. Now come up. Now in the footer 2 in the title I am giving quick links and select F1. After that click in the save option. Similarly for the footer 3 area title I am giving as company. I am selecting the F2 or footer 2 menu. After that click in the save change, and for the footer 4 also I am giving the title as business and I am selecting F3 and click in the save changes. Now let's come back here and refresh the page. Okay, my footer is coming perfectly. Now I have to design the Mailchimp subscribe form and this copyright text and the payment gateway image. So for that, first of all, come back to the dashboard, and after that click in this Mailchimp option. It asking the API key for the Mailchimp account. Open a new tab in browser, Google the Mailchimp, and after that click in this mailchimp.com. Click in the login option. After that you have to give username and password. Now click in this I am not a robot and click in the login. Okay, now it's asking some verification code, and the verification code will be gone to your mail ID. So click in this send email code. After that you will get a code in your mail ID. I get the code, so you have to paste the code here, and after that click in the submit verification. So it's verified now. Now click in this drop down option, and from the account option click in this extra. Here you can see the API option, that is the API key. You need to copy it, come back here, paste your API key here, and after that click in the save changes. You can see this become connected now. After that you have to click in this Mailchimp and downside form option. After that click in this add new form. Now just remove this paragraph and labels. I need only the input area. So just remove everything and keep only this input areas like that. After that click in the save changes. Now you need to copy this code, this short code here you can see. Just copy it. After that click in the API addends and customize option. Come back to the footer area. Here you can see the footer newsletters. Click in this. It asking the newsletter text, mean this text actually, this newsletter, and this one you have to copy this one. So I need this. The newsletter should be in H3, means header 3 tag, and after that this text in normal. After that it asking the newsletter form. Here you have to paste the short code, and short code I think you remember this one. Come back here and paste it. After that click in the publish option. Next you have to click in this show footer newsletter and again publish. Now if you scroll down, here we can see the newsletter form is come. After that I have to design the copyright area. So come back. Now click in this footer layout option. You have to enter your copyright text. Now here you can see the footer image option is there. Click in this add new images. After that click in this add image. Now select this image, and after that click in the select option. Now click in the publish. As you can see here, my copyright text is also coming perfectly, and the payment gateway image also coming perfectly. Now I have to design sidebar for the shop page, and sidebar will contain the product categories, filter by price, filter by color, and filter by size. Again I have to go to the widget area. Here you can see the catalog sidebar. Now search for the Smartfury product category, this one. Select the catalog sidebar, this one, and add widget. Now I need this filter product by price. Again select the catalog sidebar and add to widget. Now I need this one, this Smartfury filter product by attribute option. Select the catalog sidebar and add to widget, and I need it twice actually. So again click in this and add to widget. Now give the title as filter by color, and here the attribute should be color. Give the name as filter by size, and here attribute choose the size, and after that click in the save option. Here also I have to click in the save option. Now let me come back to the shop page. Click in the shop option. Okay, my sidebar is coming perfectly. Now let's copy the URL, this one. Now open a private window and paste the URL and click the enter. In this way you can check this login and register option is coming perfectly or not. But here there is a problem. By default, when you open the website, here you can see the blog page is opening, but I need, when I open the website, the home page should come by default. So for that we can do one thing. Click in the settings option, and after that reading, here you can see the home page display, your home page display. Choose the static page option and home page as home, and after that post page as blog. After that click in the save changes. Now if you refresh the page, you can see the home page is opening. Another thing I want to tell, here by default this shop by department menu will be always on the home page. If you want to close this one, means by default when someone open your website, if you want this shop by department menu should be closed, then you can do one thing. Come back to the customize option. After that click in the header option, click in the department option. Here you can see the department menu on home page. By default it will be open. If you want you can close that also and click in the publish option. Now if you come and refresh the page, here you can see the menu should be get closed now. As you can see here, the menu is get closed now. When you hover on this, then only the menu is opening. Now click in this login and register option. That is the login form and that is the register form. But here you can see the password option is not coming, but in my demo website, as you can see here, the password option is coming here. So for that what I have to do, I have to come back to the dashboard. Here you have to come back to the WooCommerce and setting option. After that, click in this account and privacy. Now you have to uncheck this one. When creating an account, automatically generate and password. You have to uncheck it, and after that click in the save changes. Now if you come back here and refresh the page, now click in the register option. Here we can see the password field is there. Now let me register. So I am giving my email ID, and after that I need to give the password also. After that, if you want to register as a customer, then you have to select this one, I am a customer. And if you want to register as a vendor, then you have to click in this, I am a vendor. And when you click in this, I am a vendor, you can see some additional option is also coming here. You have to fill them also. I fill all the form, and after that you have to check in this terms and condition, and after that you have to click in the register option. So it's asking that please check your email ID, email, and complete the verification and login. After complete the verification, you have to enter the login and password. Now you have to click in this login option, but here you can see the login is not happening because the admin should grant you as a vendor. So for that, you have to log in the admin dashboard, and after that come back to the user. Here we can see the vendor option is coming. Click in this vendor, scroll down, and at the end here you can see the verify vendor. You have to check it, and after that click in this update user. So when you grant this vendor, then only the vendor can sell anything. Now let's again come back to the login option. You have to enter your ID, and after that password also. Now click in this login option. Okay, that is the vendor dashboard. Now it asking to complete your profile. So come back to the profile option or edit account option. Here if you want to create a new password, you can do it. Now click in the settings option. It asking to uploading a banner image. So click in this, select a file. Let's I'm taking this image as a banner image. Open. After that click in this, select and crop. You have to select some area and crop image. Now it asking to enter the address. Now you have to enter the city. After the zip code, the country, I'm from India, the vendor from India, so I'm choosing here India only. After that it asking to select the state, so it's showing the Telangana. I'm selecting Telangana, and it asking the opening time. Suppose in Sunday it will be closed, and for the remaining days it will be open, and the timing also you have to mention some 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. something, any time you can choose like that. Similarly you have to do for another option also, and you have to specify the time also. Now it asking the store open notice and store close notice. By keep it default only, the store is open and store is closed. And if you want to write something about the store, then you can write here also. And after that it asking that enable support option. Yes, it should be checked. And support verification text, if you want to change the support verification text, by default it will be get support. I'm keeping as it is. And enable the live chat, yes, it should be get enable. And after that click in the update setting. Now come back to the add-on option. If you want to add some add-on, you can click in this create add-on and you can do it. After that click in the payment option. That is the most important thing. You have to give your PayPal ID here, and after that you have to click in the update setting option. Click in the update setting. After that click in the shipping option. And for the shipping zone information, you have to contact your admin, because the website should follow the default options what admin is created. And after that click in the social profile. If the vendor have some Facebook ID, Google Plus ID, you can write here, and you have to give your original ID. After that click in the back to the dashboard option. Even the vendor want, he can add the profile photo also. So for that you have to click in the settings option. Scroll down, here you can see the profile picture. Click in the upload photo option. After that click in the upload file. Now I have to select the image, open, select and crop. After that you have to select the area, and after that click in this crop image. Now scroll down and click in the update setting option. Now scroll up, and after that click in this back to dashboard. Now I will tell you how a vendor can create a product. So for that you have to click in this product tab. Next you have to click in this add new product. Now this window will open. So after that you have to enter the product name. Now you have to give the rate of the product, and after that if you want to give some discounted rate, you can update here. Here I am giving something discounted rate as 8,500, and after that you have to write the product description like that. After that you have to choose the category. I am choosing something wedding dress. If you want to give some tag, you can write here. Here I am giving something like wedding, and after that you have to select the brand. Next you have to write the description. Next I have to upload the image. Click in this media library. Let me choose the image. Suppose I am taking this image, and after that click in this open. Next click in this set feature image, and if you want to add some related image, then you have to click in this plus icon, add to gallery image. Again click in this upload file, select files. I am choosing these two image. After that, click in this open. Next, click in this add to gallery. Now scroll down and click in this create product option. After the scroll down, if you want to keep the stock keeping unit, you can keep it here. If you want to enable the stock management, then you have to check this. Suppose you have total 40 products and lower stock threshold, make it something 2. Now, if you want to mention the weight, length, height, you can mention it here. After that, the shipping classes. If it heavyweight category, then keep it heavyweight category. Else, just click in this no shipping classes. After that, tax status, taxable, and here the tax class. Make it something GST 10. Scroll down. If it's a variable product, then you have to add the attribute also. Here I am not going to add any attribute. If you want to add that warranty information, you can mention it here. Something you can mention something warranty included, and the cause of refund, something physical damage, product is defective, you can check it. And RMA policy also you can mention it here. If you want to enable this wholesale option, then you can check it. After that, scroll down and click in the save product. Now here you can see that pending review is coming. So let's come back to the admin window. That is my admin dashboard, and from there you have to click in this product. Here you can see the product is in pending option. So click in this. After that, you have to check everything is perfect or not. If everything is perfect, then you have to publish. When admin publish the product, then only the product will be published in the website. The vendor can't publish the product automatically. Admin should approve that. Now again come back to the vendor page. Now if you click in this product again, now you can see the status gets changed and now the product is online. Let's come back to the website. Click in the product category. Click in the shop. Here you can see my product already come here. Click in this. See that it's sold by Sneha Phasar, not by admin. So it's working perfectly. Now I am going to tell you how a customer can come and log in or register in your website and purchase a product, and as a admin or as a vendor, how you can process the order. So for that, let's log out first of all. Now clicking the register option. Suppose you are a new customer, so you have to register. For that, you have to give your mail ID. After that, you have to give the password and you have to select this I am a customer. After that, click in the register option. Now it's asking to check your email. There will be a verification link. So you have to verify it, and after that you have to log in. After that, you have to click in this login option, enter your ID, and after that you have to enter the password, and after that you have to click in this login option. Okay, I already log in as a customer. It's showing that become a wholesale customer option is showing, or become a vendor option is also showing. No, I want to be a simple customer only. So let's come back to the shop page. Let me buy this product. So click in this add to cart option. Now come back to this cart icon and click in this checkout. Now it's asking all the details like first name, last name, company name. So let me fill up all of them. Now after that, if the shipping address and billing address is same, no need to do anything. If it is different, then you have to click in this and you have to give the shipping address. Let's come back here. Here you can see the product cost is 1200. After that, shipping charges 50 rupees is applied and GST 10 is 10%. So 1200 10% is 120. So total product cost will be 1370 rupees. After that, you can choose any kind of payment method such as cash on delivery, PayPal, credit card and debit card, etc. Here I am choosing that cash on delivery option, and after that you have to check this terms and agreement option, and after that you have to click in this place order. So it is my order summary is showing now. Now if you come back to your dashboard, come back to the order option, here you can see your order and the status is in processing. Now let's come back to the admin dashboard. From there you have to click in this WooCommerce and order. Here you can see you already get one order. You have to click in this and status is showing in processing. That is my order details. So after process the order, you have to click in this. Here you can see lot of option is there: cancel, refund, on hold, complete. Suppose you already complete the order, then choose the complete option, and after that click in this update option after the delivery. Now come back to the customer page. Now let me refresh the page. Here you can see the status will be now completed. So in this way, one customer can make a order, and as a admin or as a vendor, you can complete the order. Now as a customer, let me buy a vendor product. That is the vendor product. Open that, add to cart, come back to the cart option and click in the checkout, scroll down and let me choose the cash on delivery, agree with the terms and condition and place the order. So order summary is showing now. Now let me come back to the vendor page. Now come back to the order. Here the status is presently in processing. Click in the order. you can message something to the customer also, and you can provide the tracking number also. For that you have to click in this tracking number. After that you have to put the tracking number, date of shipping and all the information, and after that you have to click in this add tracking details. Now if you want to process the order, then you have to click in this edit option. Suppose you already delivered that, click in this complete option and click in the update. So now it's showing that completed. So let me come back to the customer page, come back to the dashboard. From there come back to the order. Here you can see this order is also get completed. If you want to see the order details, you can click in this. So here you can see the order is already completed. One thing you can observe in my website, the image is not coming in full size. So for that you can do one thing, come back to the dashboard. After that hover on appearance and customize, click in the WooCommerce, click in the product image and choose this one uncropped. Okay, and after that publish. Now let's come back to your website and refresh the page. Now you can see the full size image is coming. Let me change the logo image. For that again come back to the customization option and click in this header option. Here you can find the logo option is there. Click in this and after that click in this select image. That is my logo image. Click in this and after that click in the select option. After that click in the publish. As you can see here, my logo is changed here. So the design of the website is complete here. I'm ending this tutorial here. Hope you like this video. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. I have a small request. Please like and share this video and please subscribe my channel. And don't forget to hit the bell icon to get the latest video notification. Thank you. Have a nice day.